So, Lieutenant, I guess you guys are getting a radio system upgrade.
Yes.
What prompted this?
Basically, our old one was outdated, and it was just all kind of patched together. We were having issues with signal dropping off, and officers not being able to get out, hear dispatch, vice versa. So it was just time for an upgrade.
Yeah, I hear it was kind of just really random places where it was dropping out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like what were some of the problems?
Basically, sometimes dispatch, they'd be talking. Some radios could hear it, some couldn't, or none could hear, but it'd come out on the recorder. It was just chopping us up. Yeah, both ways and all over town. Nothing really specific. I think it was just old technology that needed to be replaced. Yeah.
Would weather cause issues too sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, so that's just not good news in an emergency situation.
Not at all. We needed to be reliable. Yeah.
So what are you guys doing to upgrade?
We changed out basically everything inside the building from the antennas down. It's all new base console, and there is now computer based instead of the old push button console on the desk. And it's got a cell phone redundancy, so even if the internet goes down, the radios still work on that computer. So everything's new inside the building.
Oh, okay. All right. When did that happen?
About a month ago, they finished it up.
Fairly recent then.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still more steps, right?
Yeah, we're working on getting the repeaters next. That's kind of the last key of it, because all the handheld stuff we have in the car are newer, so that's the last of the antiquated technology to get rid of.
Okay. And do you know how long it had been that way?
Probably over 10 years, probably 10 or 15.
So it's been that long since you guys have had any kind of upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And so when do you think the rest of the upgrade will happen?
Probably in the next few months they'll get started. I think they're ordering all the parts and then put it all together, test it, and then they'll bring it out and install it. It's a big undertaking.
And then have you guys had a CAD system for a while?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How long?
I had the current one we've had since 2018.
Okay. Well, I guess that was a big upgrade when that happened, because you can do a whole lot more with the CAD system.
Yeah, pretty much. We're just rolling along with that one. They keep coming out with new things to add on, so that'll be something to look to in the future.
Will all these upgrades also make it easier to communicate with other entities?
Yes, yeah, it will. It gives them the capability, because other ones are on different frequencies, other agencies. And our old stuff, we just weren't, they could hear us, but we couldn't hear them, we couldn't talk to them, and this stuff is capable of that. So we could reach out to them.
Well, that's a big improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then what about, would this also involve volunteer fire departments in the area, or?
Yes, the one here in White Oak and the Clarksville Warren City, we both page out for both of them. And so it's definitely better communication, because they're always out in the boonies, out in the woods. So it's good to have a lot better radios for them.
Yeah. So I guess these guys will have handhelds with them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
And then that'll be communicated directly to that person.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Get them there quicker, maybe.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to add?
No, that's it.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, Robin, new radio system coming in. Parts of
Yes.
it are already in.
Correct.
What were some of the problems you had with the old one?
So I think a lot of what we had was the officers being able to hear us with some of the outdated equipment that we had in here at the time. More staticky necessarily, or maybe cutting out, or just difficult to understand what we were saying due to the older technology that we were using at the time.
So, what kind of problems do you think that could cause?
Miscommunication, can be a big deal for officer safety. If they misinterpret any information that we give them because they don't understand what we're saying, can get an innocent person in trouble or let a person in trouble get away. It is really an officer safety issue. It's also making sure they have all the information they need at the time they need it, at the call they're on, depending on what's going on.
And you dispatch for fire as well?
We do dispatch for fire, so making sure that the fire department knows which address they're going to, what kind of call it is that they're going to, so they have the proper equipment and apparatuses on scene that they need to have en route. Making sure that we know if there's injuries that we can get in touch with the right people for, medical calls. Just ensuring that, we're serving our citizens to the best of our ability.
So, what stage are you in as far as replacement?
So we've replaced some of the in-dispatch systems. We've upgraded those systems to some more modern technological systems. They're in the process of also getting ready to replace the repeater system for the radios, which essentially is what we use to broadcast the signal throughout the city for our officers to be able to hear at all parts of the city without any issues.
So I guess that would eliminate some of these intermittent issues, right?
Probably, I would assume that would. That's the idea anyway. You know, new repeaters, new radios, better signal strength, better reception, better from wherever you're in, either, you know, lower spots in the city or some buildings, if there are a lot of, you know, metals inside the buildings and things like that, tend to interfere with radio signals in general.
Yeah, okay. And I guess, you know, you also dispatch for Clarksville City Fire, right?
So a little bit with Clarksville City Fire. Essentially for Clarksville City Fire, we're getting them to the call. Usually when they get on scene, unless they need me to contact somebody for a utility, we're getting them to the call. We're letting them know this is the kind of call that they have. This is what's going on with that information. So we share that responsibility with Gladewater Police Department as well. So
I guess you feel like this will have better immediacy?
I do. Speaking with the officers, once we got the new radio system in here up, they reported, you know, when I asked them, you know, what it was different about it or if it sounded any better, they said it was, you know, so much better for them on their end in the cars and on their handhelds than the previous system that we were using. So I expect with the upgraded repeaters, we'll get, you know, better reception on both sides, us from them and they from us, and it'll affect everyone better.
So I guess there'll be much less of the question 10-9?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Much less that, much less misunderstandings of, oh, hey, I didn't hear that, or a signal didn't get out or something like that as well.
So this, I guess, also going to give better penetration.
I would think so. With the upgraded repeaters and with the new radios, I think you'd be able to better penetrate. Like I said, you know, buildings that are more metal tend to at sometimes interfere, depending on how deep in the building you are with that. Lower spots in the city that might have trouble transmitting or, you know, receiving radio signal should be able to get better signal reception that way as well.
And I guess might also help with volunteer fire departments that are using handhelds.
Correct. And, you know, there are times for our fire department, they're a little bit further outside the city limits than the police department is on certain calls, or if they're doing anything like that. I would guess that the new repeaters would also have enough signal strength to push out further, make it easier for them to hear what's going on and keep in contact with us when we need to do that.
No, good deal. Anything you'd like to add?
No, I think it's just something that I know we've all looked forward to having for a while, and it's going to be a great improvement for the city and for the community.
Good deal. Thanks.
Yeah.